Today's 10 characters. 减除增值税，银行利润分。It means decrease the value-added tax so that the banks get better profit. Jian, right side is salt. Here is salt. Salty means salt. Maybe because salt is very expensive in Asian China. So when you buy some salt, your wealth got deducted. That's why miners use this salt. Jian, it's called jian. Right side is xian, salt, salty. 菜太咸了。The food is too salty. 减法 means doing deduction. 题 topic problem. The measure word for 题 is 道 a piece of deduction problem. 我们现在来做一道减法题。Now let's do a deduction problem. 10减2得几 Here we say 几 Here we can say 得几 or we can say 等于几 Because we learned 得 already, so I here use 得 can be an auxiliary to form the supplement for the verb. So it's auxiliary, or it can be result in. 10减2得8 10减2得8 除 is divide 除 we learned 以除以 means divided by 10除以2得5 10除以2得5 3下5除2 is an idiom. Everybody will know this. Everybody say this sometime. 3下5除2 means very easily. This is how to do abacus. Abacus. The first, if you want to learn abacus, the first thing you learn is this. So this is the easiest way of doing abacus. 3下5除2 means easily. If you did something, you can say 3下5除2 you did it. Means very easily you did it. 增 means increase. 增长 is grow. 增进 is enhance. Like 增长才华，增长才能。We learned 才华，才能 right? 才能 is something skill. 才华 is a general talent. Because the talent is hard to increase, so we seldom heard this. 增长才华 no, nobody says this. 增长才能 we often heard, because that's skill. You can grow. 这个技术在人才市场上很值钱。值 value. 增值 increase value. 价值 is modern word value. We learned 价格 right? Price. 价值 is value. 值钱 is the adjective. Valuable. 值钱 valuable. 技术 we learned this technology at the talent market worth a lot of money. So you can find highly paid job in the talent market. 税 tax value added tax is VAT. Interesting thing is US doesn't have VAT. Canada has it. China has it. Canada's VAT is called GST. Previously is 7%, now decreased to 5%. So this VAT value added tax actually hinder economic activity. That's why maybe that's one of the reasons why US developed so fast, because those developers don't have to pay this. But there's some other problem like tax evade. Eventually those companies that made a lot of money don't pay tax. They put tax overseas. So US, the country, doesn't get enough benefit from their success. That's why currently there's some politician is talking about bring this into US tax system so they can get the money for basic income. That's a way of thinking. But you see, Canada decreased VAT by 2% just for stimulate the economy. So there's pros and cons. 银行 is bank. 银行 is bank. Here is silver. 银 is silver. 金银铜铁锡 gold, silver, copper, iron, tin. You see, they have a similar part. This part is varied, is morphed from jin, gold. So here, this is gold, jin, and this part means metal. Every character got this part. Actually is a metal. 加减乘除 here when the minors divide, 加 is add, 乘 is multiply. 加减乘除 we touched 加 before, that we didn't formally learn it. 乘 we didn't learn it yet. So we learn this 减 and 除 first. Because 减除 itself is the commonly used word, means decrease. 减除 this word means decrease. 银行业 we learned 业 建立商业圈。银行业 means banking industry. 行会 we learned 会。行会 means trade union. we learned 情 心情 感情心情。行情 means the price index in the market. It can say the general price trend of a market or for a specific commodity or specific stock. 行情好 means the price is good. 行情坏 means price not good. 利润 means profit. 利息 means interest. 红利 means dividend. We'll get to this more in the next episode. 润色 means polish, touch up. 润 so 润 you got the meaning of profit, but it's not directly monetary profit. It's some like polish. Here polish 润色 means polish the writing, touch up artwork. So 润 means benefit in a very artful way. 润, this word interesting. I can tell you our Chairman Mao actually name is Mao Runzi. Mao Runzi. Zi means it. So his father gave him this name because, you know what? His father is a big lender in the area where they live, the biggest lender. His father is good at calculating and play abacus. They said his father can do abacus with both hands, and always both hands got the same result. And his father expect him to continue his business because they are pretty rich in the area. But after his father died, he waived most of the debtors' debt, and he just keep some money for his family, and then he left that village and went to big cities to learn more, all kinds of knowledge, mostly politics. He learned a lot of Marxism in those big cities and eventually become the leader of Chinese Revolution. You can see he's a son of a big lender. His name carries this profit. Interesting. China can be China today because there's some God-sent persons. This is one of them. He can live a comfortable life in his village, rich life, but he decided to abandon all of those. And actually, his family, a big part of his family died, sacrificed in the way to success, because his enemy, Communist Party's enemy, caught them and forced them to ask him to betray his ideal, but he rejected, and they killed his relatives. That's a great person. 利润 profit. 丰 plenty. It's a 3 plus a 数 plenty. 丰富的，为人富，赚财富。丰富的 abundant. 丰满的 full and round. Let's see. That's it. 丰 looks easy, right? A 3 plus a 数。丰富，丰满。Okay. Now I'll write them. 碱，2点水。and 咸 means salt. 除，耳朵旁。This part means 余。remainder means remainder, surplus, remainder. 真，土字旁。this and 日。直，单人旁。直 the right side means straight. 睡，和。眠 对 this is 对 means exchange. Right side is exchange. 银金字旁 and this. 行双人旁 and this. 行业行会银行业。利和利刀旁 We learned 和 before. We learned this 和 and, right? Similar. So this is 利 profit. This is 和 and. 润三点水门王分三树